What's up everybody, D-Man back. Welcome to a brand new video, and today we're going to be doing another Godzilla King of the Monsters news and updates. Chapter times, the description below, skip to whichever story you want. Starting out, I want to give a shout out to a YouTuber with the name of Scry. He makes custom themes for Godzilla. I especially want to give him a shout out because he made two awesome custom themes for me. He made a custom theme based off my Godzilla custom theme, which is my Godzilla King of the Monsters movie theme, and then he did one for my Rodan character theme. Really cool. You may have heard them on my channel, you may have heard them on his. Go check out his channel especially. Yeah, great music. I love it. Thank you so much, man. Next up we have art from someone named Ghidorah04. Pretty cool art. You know, this is like, I like how smooth it all looks. Looks really cool. Got your Mothra, Rodan, King Ghidorah, Godzilla thing going on here. It's like a poster. Looks cool. Christopher Shai put out a set of Godzilla art, and all of it looks awesome. You have the Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah Japanese poster. This one looks amazing. It looks a lot like a Heisei poster. I love it. I think this is great. He also did a Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla poster and a Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla with Gamera up front poster. And finally, he did a Shin Godzilla poster. Gotta love Shin Godzilla. Unless you're a whole bunch of people, because then you actually don't like Shin Godzilla, but I don't care because I think it's awesome. Lenny Romero put out some amazing Godzilla King of the Monsters art. I've been excited for him to finish this one for a while, ever since he started working on it. It looks beautiful. It is kind of like a poster. It's got all your characters on it. It's just so good. His hand-drawn stuff impresses me every single time. I never know how he does it. It's incredible, and I actually watch him live stream it sometimes on Instagram when he's doing it. I don't know how he does it. It's too good. Alright, I'm gonna mess up this next name, but I think it's something like Shichiri-san. This is his Ghidorah art. It looks amazing. Very menacing. I love the lightning running up through Ghidorah's neck. Always cool. Yeah, looks awesome. We have GNA's Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah art. This one's pretty cinematic here. You're getting a ground view look up at the two monsters fighting. Well, it's raining and it's all blue, and it looks quite similar to what we're actually going to get in the movie in terms of the color scheme. Looks awesome. And finally, my favorite art of the episode. This one comes from Jaroslav Kosmane, something like that. It's fantastic Godzilla King of the Monsters art. Looks so good. Once again, you have all your characters here on this poster. It just looks amazing. This is my favorite piece of the episode. This is like a perfect phone background right here. Someone with the name of J. Michael Starsnix is excited about the scale that we are going to be seeing in Godzilla King of the Monsters. This guy, I believe, is one of the writers on Godzilla vs. Kong, so it's fun to hear him talk about Godzilla King of the Monsters, saying he's excited to see the massive scale that Doherty is bringing into the film. Of course, one thing that I am worried about is that we'll lose the sense of scale that Edwards brought to the table, but I don't know if we're having someone who's working on Godzilla vs. Kong come out and be like, yeah, no, the scale in Godzilla King of the Monsters is incredible. Maybe we are in for a treat. Seagun's art's picture was featured by Monarch. That's really cool. I love what Monarch is doing here with all their promotions here with their Monarch sightings. I believe this one was a picture of like a fiery red hue in the sky, and it's like hinting at Rodan. Pretty fun. We also have one of my subscribers, I believe, Nikolai Brown, who got his blue lights featured by Monarch, which is awesome. Good for you, man. You're now an official part of Godzilla history lore. That's fun. Pretty cool. Just some Monarch sightings. A while ago when the Godzilla King of the Monsters trailer came out, it was number 4 on trending for a while. That's awesome. Godzilla King of the Monsters finally getting some recognition. Also, Shin Godzilla was randomly trending the other day on Twitter, so that's cool. Godzilla 2019, the SH MonsterArts figure, has an official price, which is incredible. It is so cheap, and I don't know why. They are pricing this guy at $64, and that just seems incredibly cheap. We see this in this ad right here where they're saying it's however much yen when you transfer that into USD. That's 64 bucks. I predicted 95 for Godzilla, 95 to 115. That is incredible that it's only 65. I don't know why it's so cheap, or technically even 64. It's $64. I don't know why it's so cheap. I really don't know. It will hopefully be released in the US. It better be released in the US so that we can get it for cheaper shipping too. That'll be awesome. I'm very excited for this figure. I think it looks amazing. I can't wait to get my hands on this guy. Pre-orders open up, I believe, in January, which will be awesome. Now moving on to the posters. I know this is like old news and so it's not totally relevant, but hey, I need to cover them eventually, right? We have a Godzilla King the Monsters poster featuring Godzilla and Madison Russell. It's really cool. You got Godzilla here standing up big and tall, and you know, he's roaring up into the sky. He looks awesome. The design looks great. Dorsal fins look great. I like the blue color tint here, especially in contrast with the other characters, even though I'm not 100% in love with the blue idea in the movie. I think that red is always much more cinematic, and especially when it comes to Godzilla, it fits more, but you know what? The blue looks fine. Great picture. I like it a lot. We also got an extended version of it posted by some people involved with the movie, and finally we got a massive wallpaper of it, which is fun. All of those are linked down below. Also, we have posters for Mothra, Rodan, and King Ghidorah. That's awesome. I have the actual posters linked down below, and I have their counterparts without the text linked down below as well. We'll start out with the Mothra one here. There's not too much to break down with it. I like the Mothra design here. It looks beautiful as always. You know, the wings do look massive in this picture. I don't know if the proportions are correct, but they look huge. The body design is looking a little bit better from head on than I would have expected. I find it interesting that there's helicopters all around her. I'm not sure if that's going to play any significance in the movie. Probably not. But it is interesting to see that she's surrounded by the helicopters. Maybe it's just suggesting that she's a good guy. Also, notice how her color tones, her poster's color scheme, matches Godzilla's quite well. They're both this kind of blue color. Hers is a little bit more green than his, but I do find that interesting as well that they're matched. King Ghidorah and Rodan aren't really matched, which I'd expect them to be, but they are much more matched than the other characters. Speaking of Rodan, we'll move on to him. We got Rodan here with his big old flaming wings. He looks awesome, looks massive, got the giant claws going on, so that's fun. I love the burning in the wings. The lava texture looks incredible. You know, the rest of the design, it doesn't look like a totally rendered version of the character because it's just art, but it's pretty cool. You got him trying to catch up to these osprey planes, I believe is what they are, trying to catch those with his feet and destroy them, which is fun. You know, we do see Monarch using those in the trailers, so that's cool. The King Ghidorah one's pretty interesting. You know, we got him attacking some planes with the lightning coming down from all around him. Some of the lightning's pouring out from one of his mouths. That's cool. He does look massive. This is probably our best look at Ghidorah because we see him in the daylight. Although, you know, it's an art piece where he's not totally rendered. It doesn't look like, because it's all stylistic. So it's not actually our best look at Ghidorah. But if it is accurate, we can see there's slight differences in the heads. We can see the differences. It looks like the right head here is going to have different horns than the other heads. His look a little bit longer and a little bit more curved than the other heads. Also, it looks like his head is glowing a little bit more than the other ones. Other than that, I don't see too many differences. His brow line is certainly different than the left head's brow line. The left head actually looks the most different out of all the heads. This head looks, I think, less menacing than the other two heads. It has straighter horns that aren't as long, it doesn't look like. The frills on his neck look to be a little bit longer than the other heads. But yeah, this head just doesn't look as menacing as the other two. And then that center head, I wouldn't say it looks the most menacing. I actually think the right head is the most menacing. But this center head is pretty scary. He's got longer teeth, it looks like. His horns are shorter than the other heads, but they are more curved than the other heads. He also has 2 rows of spines going down his neck, as opposed to the other guys who just have 1 row of spines going down their necks. Pretty cool. I love the color matching between Mothra and Godzilla with the blues, and the semi-color matching with the red and the yellow with Rodan and Ghidorah. Kind of symbolizes which monsters are going to be good guys, which monsters aren't going to be good guys in the movie. I don't know. I think it's all real fun and awesome. Let me know down below what you guys think. What do you think is the best character poster? Also, what are your thoughts on that cheap SH MonsterArts price? Do you think it's too cheap? Do you think it's perfect? I know a lot of people think like, oh yes, the cheaper the better, but I feel like for MonsterArts, usually I feel like you're paying for quality, and I know a lot of people don't necessarily agree with that, but it's like, I find it very interesting that it's cheap. Maybe they're like finally listening to people's criticism, and they're being like, can't always price them at like $150. So maybe they're finally taking a step back and they're gonna lower these prices, or maybe it's just for King of the Monsters, who knows. All right, thank you guys all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. D-Man out.